Welcome to Vintage Variety. I have a thrift haul to share with you guys today. I haven't been having a lot of really good luck lately when I've gone thrifting, but I feel like this haul isn't too bad. I'm going to get everything sorted out and I'll show you what I ended up finding. I wanted to start with this necklace. I thought this was a really cool vintage find. I love the chunky retro look of this. If I had to guess, I would say this one was probably from the 1980s, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Regardless, I thought this one would be a really fun necklace to wear. I'm also going to show you guys what this looks like on the necklace stand. This looks longer than it actually is on the necklace stand. This is a shorter length of necklace. It's probably going to fall right below the collarbones. But just looking at this, I really love the design of this black and white color in the chunky style. And I think this would be a really fun necklace to wear. I picked up a few bracelets today that I really liked. I thought this one was nice. This one has a toggle closure. And looking at the beads on this, I believe all of these are glass beads. It's in really good condition. Isn't that pretty? I like the way the beads kind of sparkle. They do have that hematite look, but looking at this, I believe that these are just glass. I also picked up 2 charm bracelets. This one's not signed, but it's done in that Alex and Annie style. I know someone that loves this type of bracelet. They like to collect and wear the Alex and Annie bracelets. So I always pick these up when I run across them. Now this one is an Alex and Annie. You can see the tags on it. And I think these bracelets are really neat. I don't really thrift these so much for myself or to list in my eBay store, but rather to give them to someone that I know likes to wear them. So you guys let me know in the comments, do you like the Alex and Annie charm bracelets? I think they're pretty neat. I thought this was a beautiful necklace. I love how it kind of shimmers and shines when the light hits it. It's made out of hematite. At least that's what the gunmetal colored pieces on this necklace are. The kind of whitish clear colored beads, I think those are probably just glass. I know the small round beads are cat's eye beads. This one has a barrel closure, and I think this is just beautiful. Here's a look at this necklace on the necklace stand, and I just love how it shimmers and shines when the light hits it. So I do think that the round beads are glass. I mentioned earlier they're cat's eye beads. So I'm really thinking that maybe the lighter colored elongated beads are glass also. This was a nice vintage find. I have been really drawn to blue colored jewelry lately for some reason, especially rich cobalt colors. So when I saw this, I knew I was going to pick it up. I thought this was really pretty. It's got spacers in between all of the beads, a spring ring closure. Don't see any markings on this one, but I also noticed another one while I was looking at this one, and it's in kind of like that cobalt blue color. This one isn't quite as dark as that one, but I like how it's made. This one has a hidden barrel closure, and I'm going to have to look in my Avon book because Avon did a lot of necklaces like this. So I'm thinking this could possibly be an Avon necklace. If you know, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll have to look through my Avon book and see if I see this one in it. But I really like the way this is made with the blue beads and those gold spacers that's in this. I think that these 2 necklaces could be worn together and that they would look really good. If I were to wear them together, I'd probably mix in maybe a gold chain. I think that would be a really neat look. Here's a look at these 2 necklaces together on the necklace stand. And I think a shorter length gold chain would look just perfect with this. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Another blue necklace that I picked up. This one's got dichroic glass. I think I said that right. And I just thought it was really pretty. So really been drawn to blue jewelry lately. Now this, I think this is costume, but do you guys see the mark on that? That's mainly why I picked this piece up. It's just a thick, chunky chain. I like the way the piece is made, but the mark on it kind of intrigued me. So I'm going to do a little bit of a deep dive, do some research on this, see if it's a particular brand. It may just be one of those odd off clothing brand or boutique brands. But if you guys know anything about this one, let me know in the comments. I do think it would be a great piece for layering because all of those chunky pieces, long necklaces, are definitely back in style. This is just an inexpensive modern costume, but when I ran across it, I really liked the way it looked. Isn't that fun? It's kind of loose, but I can squeeze it a little and just adjust it up. But I think this would be a really fun bracelet to layer with, let's say, some red bangles and wear. This is a vintage necklace, and I don't know why I picked this one up. It looks as though maybe it had a clasp and it fell off and they put it back together. I don't know. But it looks very much like spring and Easter to me. I like the feel of the beads on this one. So I thought, why not? You know, sometimes it's just hit or miss when you're looking at vintage pieces. Don't know if this one would be a little outdated. Probably so. This is another one that I picked up, and I was drawn to this necklace because of the blue color of it. This is also vintage. It has a spring ring closure. One thing that I like about this necklace, of course, are all of the different colors of blue beads. What I don't like are these silver tone beads. These are a lightweight plastic. You can see that it has some wear on one of them here. So I don't know about this one. I'm very tempted to take this apart and redo it without the silver tone beads. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I thought this was a really neat leopard print clamper bracelet. Does need to be polished up a little bit. It's a very nice weight, and I am a sucker for anything that has animal print on it. Also picked up these clip-on earrings. These are moon glow. Don't see any markings anywhere on the back. Nope. They aren't marked, but they're a silver tone, and I thought these were really cool. I love moon glow jewelry. Thermostat, to be correct, but most people just call this moon glow. Another pair of earrings I picked up today, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the original card that these earrings went on. It says contemporary at the bottom. They look as though they were never worn. They really have that 1980s, 1990s vibe. I'll show you the back. They still have their original pads on the back. And it's kind of hit or miss when it comes to clip-on earrings. Now, I do like to wear clip-on earrings. And if you've never tried, give them a try. They can actually be quite comfortable, especially if they still have the pads on the back. But as far as reselling them, unless they're a really high-end designer brand such as Miriam Haskell or someone like that, they usually don't really sell very well unless you lot them together. A lot of people like to buy lots of these vintage clip-ons to make different things out of. I probably should have shown you this bracelet when I showed this necklace. The reason I picked this up is I thought it went really well with the necklace. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of match these two together as a neat little set. You can see this has faux pearls in it, but it also has gold tone beads and these kind of pastel Easter colored beads. I picked this necklace up because I thought it was really neat. Now this is a longer necklace. I'm going to show you the dangle on this one. I don't know what brand this is, but the dangle is very interesting. If you guys have seen a piece with this type of dangle on it before, let me know. But I will show you this one on the necklace stand because it's a really cool looking necklace. This is, as I've already mentioned, a very long necklace, so I've kind of draped it or doubled it up on the necklace stand, but you can see it has this larger chain, and then it has chains that come out and dangle on the sides, and it also does that on the upper part of the necklace. I think this would be a really neat necklace to wear and to layer with other pieces. This stunning little necklace was a really good find. I was super excited about finding this one today. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit so you can see the mark. So this one is 1928 brand. So when I saw that it was 1928, I was really excited because I don't run across these pieces quite as often as I used to. This is just beautiful. I really love 1928 jewelry, and I know that a lot of people love to wear and collect this brand of jewelry. Let's have a look at it on the necklace stand. This is absolutely stunning. This is just a beautiful brooch that I picked up today. It's not marked, don't know what brand it is. This, of course, is definitely modern, but who could resist this? I love the looks of it. It does have a bell on the back, so it can be worn as a brooch or a necklace pendant. And you know what? I just can't resist a sparkly, blingy brooch, especially one that's a really nice size like this one. I believe this little necklace is probably silver plated just by the looks of it, but I will test it. I don't see any markings on it anywhere. The chips that you see on here, I believe those are citrine chips. I could be wrong, and if you disagree, correct me in the comments, because you guys know that identifying different types of stones is something I have to work very hard at. I am getting a lot better at it. But I thought this was kind of neat. It has a lobster claw closure. So not a bad find. This was a really good find. This is a very delicate little chain, and hopefully you can see the marks on it. This one is sterling. It's marked 925 Italy. And I'm always looking for things like this because often I'll run across a pendant and I'll need something to put it on. So I'm going to put this one to the side in my stash of chains for when I need a sterling chain. This one's a little bit tangled up. It wasn't tangled when I got it, but it probably got tangled on the way home. So let me get this untangled and give you guys a better look at it. Isn't that pretty? Just a really fine, delicate chain, but I think it's gorgeous, and it was a really good find. This is one of those Pandora style charm bracelets, and I got this out of the basket. They usually have like a basket full of items below where the jewelry's hanging. And the reason I picked this up is I saw the clasp on it, just glanced at it, and I thought, wow, is that brightened? But it's not brightened. The clasp just isn't right. But it does have a lot of really pretty enameled and Murano glass beads on it. Sometimes when you run across bracelets like this, the beads will be plastic, but these aren't. These are really nice, good quality beads. I also found 2 single beads. I don't know if they came off of this bracelet or maybe they came off of a broken one, but I thought these were really nice too. They're identical and they're enameled. I don't see any markings on these, so I seriously doubt they're Pandora, but I am going to test them because a lot of times you can run across these off-brand charm beads like this and they will be sterling silver. But regardless, I thought they were beautiful. I do have a Pandora bracelet, but my bracelet's full, so I probably wouldn't be able to fit these on it whether they're sterling or not. But still a good find, and usually the items that they have in the basket aren't quite as expensive. They had quite a few rings thrown in the basket, and I picked out the ones that I thought were in the best shape. This one looks practically new, has a black center cabochon. Of course, all of these are going to be costume rings. I don't see any markings on any of them. I think that one's kind of cool. Of course, it's not going to fit my finger. And here's one that's similar, and I really like the designs on the sides of this one. Pretty cool looking. Just checking to see if there's any marks. Just wishful thinking that there would be any. But you can tell that these are just costume rings, but still, they're pretty cool looking rings. I really like this one. Of course, it's not going to fit my finger. I do have larger fingers, but it's a really cool looking ring. I think if I was going to wear this, I would wear it this way with the smallest stone at the top. Kind of like the way that looks. If it fit me, I would definitely wear it. And then there's a smaller one, and I don't think these are QZs. I'll definitely test it, but my guess is that these are just glass rhinestones in this one. Wow, that one actually fits me, so I may keep this one and wear it. Doesn't look too bad. And I picked up this one. This one's a gold tone, and I just loved the design on the outside of it. It kind of has a scroll design. Isn't that pretty? They had a lot of rings, but most of them had quite a bit of wear to them, but all of these look pretty good. Now, as far as testing them, this one's not marked. I'm going to guess that it's probably costume, but this does look a lot older. It looks vintage to me. So I'm probably going to test it just to make sure it's not sterling. If this one fit me, hands down, I would keep it and wear it because I really do like the design of this. Certainly not too bad of a haul today. I'm really thrilled with finding the 1928 necklace. And I found a few other pieces that I really liked. You guys let me know in the comments which ones were your favorites. And if you enjoyed today's content, please remember to give me a thumbs up. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Ring the bell for notifications and you'll be notified anytime I upload new content. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.